Alright, we're going to be using MathCAD software to look at the graph of f of x is equal to e to the negative x. So I'm going to enter this function, f of x equals e to the negative x. And it's important to define that function before you insert the graph. To insert the graph, we're going to go up here to the top where it says insert, and then graph is the first thing on there. XY plot is what we want. And then this graph pops up. And the reason that we wanted to go ahead and define the function up at the top is so when this graph comes up, all we have to do is type in f of x and then hit enter, and the graph appears. Now I'm going to go ahead and format this graph, make it a little bit bigger so it's easy to see. Let's have blue. Okay, so now we formatted that graph so y'all can see it a little bit better. And right now we're looking at the graph with the x values from negative 10 to 10. And we're going to change that. We want to look at it from a different perspective. So we're going to come up here above the graph and say we want our x's to be seen from 0 to 10 to start out with. And then hit enter, and that shows us our graph from 0 to 10. Now the purpose of this exercise is just to show that the limit of e to the negative x is going to approach 0 but never quite reach it. And so that's easy to see once we get to our x values from 0 to 10. Let's look at something, a different value. Let's try 0 to 5. It's a little bit easier to see. There we go, that changed our graph. It's a little bit easier to see from 0 to 5 that our graph is starting out at 0, and it's approaching 0, but is never quite going to reach it. And I'm going to show you that by going up to 50 on our x values. Now, look at that. We can see our blue line, and if it went past 0, you'd be able to tell because you would not be able to see the blue line anymore. But as far out as you can go, it's still not going to approach 0. You could even go to 1,000. Let's try that. And you can still see it's never going to approach 0. And so that shows us that the graph, this is just a visual explanation, that the graph of e to the negative x, the limit is 0.